everyone, it's Kelli Nova, and I'm here with Scott with Dark Forge game for the game Nekro, and it's super awesome. So, Scott, tell us about your game.
Nekro is all about making undead minions. So, you create an undead army, you raise hell, you attack innocent villages. So it's all about just creating an army, being an undead necromancer, and destroying everything that you see.
So you're the bad guy.
You play the bad guy. It's heavily influenced by Dungeon Keeper, which is one of my favorite games of all time, where it's very bad guy oriented. You play against all the good guys. So in our game, we didn't really want like a good guy, bad guy dichotomy kind of thing. So what we did is the enemy that you're up against is really corrupt. So you're bad, but he's worse. So that's why you really want to kill him, you know? It justifies all the violence in a way.
So bad guy necromancer does the good guy deed?
Yes, that's particularly right.
So what kind of gameplay is Nekro?
So Nekro is a hybrid of many genres, as many games are now. It is an RTS / action game where you control a main character like WASD style, and then once you have a large undead army, you can control them very StarCraft style and command them. But without getting too specific into the micro, we wanted to keep it a very overview type of game where you're just high level, commanding everything, and you send all your units in, you're blowing everything up. You know, it's action, movement, violence all the time. We just want it to be lots of expendable units. Like, you don't care about your individual army. You make them, you throw them away, and then you make more of them. So
they really are an army.
Yes, yes, in the worst sense of the way, yes.
Is it sandbox or is it level game?
So we started off being a little more sandbox, but now we're moving towards a little more level based because we wanted more of a directed experience so we can control exactly what you see, what you play, and how it is that you kind of get a sense of the game. But we still have a lot of random elements. Like, we have an event system, and I think this is one of the most unique points about Nekro is as you play the game, these events happen, and there's these little countdown timers, and when an event takes place, it's almost like a wild card, like a joker has been thrown into the game, right? So one of them is like rain. It's a very simple event, but when the rain happens, it obscures your vision, and your mini-map is completely covered up. So you can no longer use all the tools that you had available to you while it's raining, right? So that's one of the more simple ones. Then we have meteor strikes, so as you're walking around and your minions get crushed by a meteor and they all blow up and stuff. And then later on we get the blood moon, which is all the werewolves show up and they completely destroy everything. So as you're fighting a town, in comes a bunch of werewolves, and all of a sudden now you have to change your gameplay to fight werewolves. So it's very dynamic in terms of, like, you get different units, and depending on how you play and what you kill in what order, they can either become part of your faction or stay as an enemy. And so you get to kind of change that around.
When do you go into beta?
We're going into beta hopefully in 4 months or so. So we're on Greenlight right now. Please vote for us. Once we get through Greenlight, we're hoping it will be relatively soon. If we do that, we're going to release beta within 3 to 4 months from that time, and then it will be a closed beta build for all of our backers that were made our game possible with Kickstarter, and then we're going to sell the beta copies from that point forward and slowly release content like every 2 weeks. So it will be a public beta after that threshold's passed, and then we will trickle content in until the game's shipped and ready to go.
So I got to play 2 levels of the Nekro game, and I can't get enough. So I'm gonna go and vote like 12 times for your game because I love it.
Vote yes, then vote no, so you can undo the vote, and then vote yes again, so you can just keep up.
But then it gets you no votes.
It will all rally out in the end.
It all evens out in the end?
Yes.
Okay. Where can people check out your game online?
Nekrogame.com. We're making a new website very soon, so I'd say right now the best place to check it out is actually on the Greenlight page. We have a trailer there, we have screenshots. Right now our website doesn't have that, so you should definitely just check it out on the Greenlight page. I'd recommend that the most.
A trailer makes me really excited.
It's a really cool trailer too. We put a lot of time into it, so it's a good one.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time. And be sure to vote for Nekro on Steam and Greenlight, and check them out at nekro.com.
Nekrogame.com, yes.
Nekrogame.com.
Indeed.
I suck at my job.